I'm studying cold matter in my PhD. So I'm making ice cream here, but cold matter is a lot colder than that. We're cooling atoms and molecules down to millikelvin and microkelvin. The main applications for cold matter physics is in precision measurements. So they're used in things like atomic clocks and quantum computers as well. Being in physics isn't like what you might imagine from watching shows like The Big Bang Theory. My day-to-day revolves around going into the lab, trying to run the experiment. If there's something wrong with it or if there's improvements I need to make, I will do that. That could involve building some new electronics or actually physically building new parts of the experiment, adjusting some mirrors in the optics, things like that. I sometimes write my own software to do things inside the experiment as well, which I really enjoy. My father is running a Japanese restaurant, and my mother is an artist, and they actually both really wanted me to study law. They really wanted me to be a lawyer and have a steady job with a good income. So when I told them that I wanted to do a physics degree, they were a little bit surprised, but they had to think about it and they realised how qualified a physics degree makes you, how employable it makes you. There's certain procedures that you have to do which are very systematic, like build a new power supply. That's a very systematic thing, and you have to learn how to do electronic engineering in a traditional way to make these things. But other parts of it is you're facing problems that have never been encountered before, so there's no way of solving them without being extremely creative, because you're going to be the first one to do it. That's the amazing thing about it. You're doing things that no one's ever done before, and things that you never thought you could do.
I guess to describe myself in a nutshell, I'm first and foremost a poker player. I'm also a TV presenter. I love to play heavy metal guitar. I'm a nature lover, and I'm a former physicist. I studied physics with astrophysics at the University of Manchester.
Wow, she played that like a girl.
That's how you play pocket jacks, Lon.
Got paid like a girl.
I started playing poker about 7 years ago, and probably took it a little bit more seriously from 2009 onwards, and in 2010 I had my really big breakthrough. I won the European Poker Tour in San Remo for 1.25 million euros, so it was a rather nice start to the year. Some of my other titles, I was European Ladies Champion in 2008. I've won some online tournaments and so on. And the beauty of doing physics as a degree is that it doesn't mean you have to become a physicist. You don't have to become a research scientist. And yet the training that I got from physics, the way it's trained my mind to think, has enabled me to go into such an analytical game as poker. It's incredibly useful. People always ask me, "Oh, you did this amazing degree. Why are you wasting it playing poker?" And my answer is, how dare you? I'm not wasting my degree in the slightest. It's what enables me to be a fantastic poker player. Poker's a game about making incredibly complex decisions in a short period of time under a lot of pressure with so many variables and bits of information that you have to filter through to make the correct decision. Well, that's what physics is all about, and that's helps me now when I'm playing on the tables for millions of dollars. So many really successful poker players actually have a background in physics. One of my best friends, who's one of the most successful poker players of all time, he has a PhD in physics from Stanford. I did a core physics degree, with the usual subjects: quantum, particle. Any option courses I did were always the astro ones, for example, cosmology, stellar physics, and so on. I actually loved all the different facets of physics. And I was very lucky in my third year I got to go to Jodrell Bank and work with the 7-meter radio telescope, measuring the hydrogen lines from the 21-centimeter hydrogen line, which enabled us to plot the rotational curve of the Milky Way, and as such determine the mass of it, essentially weighing our galaxy, which was mind-blowing, and even prove the existence of dark matter, which was, it was so cool for a third-year student to be able to do that and actually, see, produce these results and see it, calculate it yourself. A huge feeling of achievement, which I really enjoyed. Girls might be in minority, but I've always really enjoyed being a minority in whatever subject I'm doing. I'm a minority in poker. I've been a minority in physics. I've been a minority in playing heavy metal guitar. But all of those things actually work in your favor, girls. Being you'll sort of stick out more, and it often can give you a little leg up in an industry, whatever it may be. You know, I certainly wouldn't have got the attention that I've gotten in poker had I not been female. And there's absolutely no reason why us girls can't kick ass at whatever subject we choose to do. And it would make me so happy to see more girls studying physics, discovering, winning Nobel Prizes, being the next Einsteins. There's no reason why the next Einstein cannot be female.
The river is a blank. Lidbury has done it. Jakob Carlsen's the runner-up. Lidbury is the champion of EPT San Remo.